Delta Green, the role-playing game, is a horror-themed tabletop RPG that uses dice and collective storytelling to help shape the narrative of the game. The handler presents story elements and situations to the agents who have free agency to make choices that govern their characters' lives. In the context of this game, Delta Green is a covert agency embedded in the upper echelons of government to stop supernatural threats and to prevent those threats from ever being revealed to the world. We at DoomVision are playing Extremophilia, a scenario set in the world of Delta Green. Extremophilia was written by Shane Ivey and published by Arcdream Publishing. For more information, please visit delta-green.com or arcdream.com. All information for this episode will be listed in the description.
When last we met, we visited the coroner and made him quarantine. You spoke to the sheriff about meeting up with him later to talk about Detective Jacobs, and then you guys made your way to the green box. Finally found your way there.
It was a struggle.
A little bit of a struggle, yeah. Is there anything I'm missing?
When Kevin doesn't know which way his box is hidden.
We also kind of quarantined the coroner's office. We sent Miss Janet home and locked it up and trying to keep that somewhat secure.
Damn it, Janet.
Established that this is an airborne type flora.
You can be infected.
Probably by contact, too.
So, all right, so let's just jump right in. So you open up this green box. And a green box is a term for anything that contains supernatural things. It's not just, it doesn't have to be a box. It could be a trunk. It could be anything. It's a type of...
Yeah, it could be like a warehouse even.
Yeah, it could be a whole warehouse. It could be anything. They just refer to it as a green box, Delta Green box.
Can we pause and just say how beautiful your hair looks when the wind blows through it?
Does it?
Yeah.
You don't get any bonuses to your rolls.
You don't get any boners to your rolls, buddy.
Plus 10?
You got to bounce it off your wiener. Giving myself a boner to my roll.
I need fluffer. Where's the fluffer on set?
It's me. So, all right. So you guys make your way out into the trees. You open up this thing. Jess, you fucking just rip that thing apart with your fucking huge guns.
I have been working out.
I'm like hanging on your muscles. I'm like, oh my God.
It's so hot right now.
And so you open it up, and you notice it's just full of stuff.
Guys, it's full of stuff.
Anything good?
There is a cardboard box full of loose mouse traps.
Kevin, come here. Come here. Let me see your balls.
Okay. Make a persuade. No.
Done. You said it. It's canon. Oh, that's a fail. 90.
Don't you dare check
90
that
over
box,
70.
you son of a bitch.
I am checking the box.
All right, fine. I'll be like, no, I'm not putting my balls in the mouse trap.
But what if you did?
What else?
This is like real life right now.
This is a camping conversation all over again.
You see one fully operational M72A2 Law rocket. 6 thermite grenades in a crumbling wooden shipping crate. These are not high explosives, but are meant to destroy materials such as engine blocks and armored doors. If anybody, I mean, you just know that. Actually, does anybody have demolitions, heavy weapons, or military science? Military?
I have no.
Sorry, I gave you guys some info that you needed those skills to have, but whatever. It says they can be used underwater. You Google them.
Hey guys, these can be used underwater. I have a high intelligence.
Okay, there you go. There's a heavy chunk of sandstone. On one side there's a military dog tag that's badly warped, embedded in a patch of some other kind of mineral that is fused with the sandstone.
Can I read the dog tag?
Heavily warped.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not really. You can't really see the. Unless you have a 60 search or a 50 archaeology.
Hey, I have a 61 search. Oh.
I do too.
Okay. Or a military science C, or a military science at 60. Or
I have a 60 search.
Science geology.
61.
Any of those skills. They may have a 60 search.
The girls do.
Okay. You're able to discern letters, so it's like IDGE. Then the next line is ATHAN. Next line is
hang on. IDGE.
E. Next line ATHAN. Next line THEW.
Nathan something.
Next line 5-42. Next line NI. So then, like, it looks like the left half of all of those are like
something Nathan Matthew.
Yeah.
Midge Nathan Matthew.
All you're able to really discern is just what it says. So, and this just to preface, I'm just telling you what's in here, but it's not like it's going to be what, like, oh my God, we got to really focus on that. This is like from other operations, other things.
Yeah.
Handler Kevin tells you this.
Yep.
And I would say, like, be careful. Some of this stuff can be pretty volatile. We don't know exactly what's in here. This one's pretty old. There's a battery-powered Milwaukee Sawzall and a selection of blades for cutting metal and masonry for butchering large game.
I'm going to go ahead and pick that bag up.
The Sawzall?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sure.
This could be useful, guys.
A set of 3 glass bottles with corrosive warning labels on them. They are identical in use to Molotov cocktails, but with powerful acid substituted for the incendiary compound. So it's like a fucking acid cocktail.
I want that.
It's kind of sweet.
There's 3 of them.
Thrown as a weapon. One requires an athletics roll and inflicts 1d10 damage with a radius of 1 meter. And don't fumble. So yeah, 1d10 damage with a radius of 1 meter. With an athletics roll. So, like, put that in your equipment. Like, make sure you guys are filling out your equipment.
Oh, yeah.
There's a set of British Army ECBA enhanced combat body armor in desert camouflage. In the pockets, which would hold strike plates back and front for protection against high-velocity projectiles, are 2 hard copies of Peter F. Hamilton's 1997 novel, The Neutronium Alchemist. This body armor has an armor value of 4.
So that's a +4 to your...
And it's 1 set. So yeah, it's a +4. It's like damage reduction. So if something hits you, like a bullet,
2?
if a bullet, yeah, it would reduce that by 4. So if you take like a D6 of damage, like a 6 damage,
reduces it by 4.
Yeah, you would only take 2 points if you got shot.
I already have a tactical vest.
Okay.
Kevlar in it, so
You or me, boo?
Go ahead.
I do have another vest. We get issued 2 vests, one that goes underneath clothing and one that goes over the top.
I'm just going to be cheering y'all on. Well, you're a doctor, too.
Do you want the underneath clothing one?
Sure.
Okay.
And the last thing that you find is a 1980s tape deck containing a tape labeled Star People. The battery compartment is ruined due to some leaky old batteries, but it has an adapter cord that can be plugged into a power socket.
Star people.
Yeah.
Is there any power in here?
No. So this is something like if you wanted to take it, you could.
We'll take it.
Okay.
Star Cord?
Star people. The Star People. It's a tape that says Star People.
Are the grenades in a box?
Yeah. They are
Like
6 thermite. In a crumbling wooden shipping crate.
Let's stick those in the trunk.
Sure.
God, you just went G.I. Jane on us.
Well, if we're gonna have to be disposing of bodies and this shit is airborne, we might need this.
I think we should have just offed them all and walked into the sunset.
You talk a big game, my love.
So did you guys take the rocket?
I mean, we might as well.
Okay, so you guys just load up with like grenades and
we'll
rockets.
just put it
Okay.
in the trunk.
Okay.
Kevin, do you think we're going to need all this shit?
I don't know, maybe.
Have you ever used one of these rockets?
Yeah, totally.
What?
You're so full of shit.
What?
I totally have. I'm with the FBI.
Kevin.
I've done a lot of shit.
Okay. Is your name Bond? James Bond?
Real mature. I sling the rocket over my shoulder. Let's bounce, guys.
Oh, yeah. As fucking The Who plays in the background.
Who are you?
It's go time. Put on my sunglasses.
Right, David Caruso.
Guys, I want to hear what's on this tape. I don't know. It's just professional inquiry at this point, but
This archaic piece of technology.
who is anybody's? Did we really grab an 82 Honda? Because this would be the perfect time to use the cassette tape.
Are we in my Jeep?
I mean, if we were driving up into the mountains, probably.
Yeah. So that does not have a tape deck. Sorry. It has 8-track.
All right, so what do you guys want to do next? Did you want to talk to the sheriff?
Yeah, we need to talk to the sheriff.
Okay.
And then at some point we need to go check out
The
Jacob's house.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you guys drive all the way back into town. It's getting to be like, closing time. So like, if you want to talk to the sheriff, it's getting to be like the end of the day.
Yeah.
So
It won't take long.
yeah. Okay. So, all right. So you guys make your way back to Sheriff Leo Potter and his son Harry.
All right. Make our way to his office and catch him as he's probably packing his stuff up.
So, yeah. I'm glad you decided to show up. I wasn't sure if you were gonna make it.
Sheriff, good to see you again.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, tell me what's going on.
Didn't you have a southern accent on the phone?
Yeah, I still do. It's here. Anyway, tell me what's going on.
Well, Sheriff, and I'm gonna pull out my credentials, show him just to be on the safe side.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're working with the FBI now, is that right?
So we're on the Inquisition panel for Deputy Jacobs' death. As you know, it has to be an external investigation.
Mm-hmm.
But we found some abnormalities with his body.
Well, I did hear he was he came under some poisoning or something. Is that right?
Yeah, and
Alright.
so we are touching base with everyone who has been in contact with his body since his death, which you were one of the first on scene, along with HPD. So we wanted to make sure we needed to get in touch with you to see how you're feeling. Are you feeling ill at all?
No, I'm feeling just fine.
Would you mind if our doctor took a look at you?
No, go, absolutely, go right ahead.
Okay, I'll do a quick little examination, temperature, mouth, eyes.
Vitals.
And he
Vitals.
hasn't been exposed as far as you can tell. doesn't feel sick. He's not feverish. He doesn't feel weird.
Well, Sheriff, this is just a precaution we have to take.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I'm sure you heard, since he works downstairs, but Coroner Halsey, he was exposed, so we had to effectively quarantine him to his home.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good thinking.
We just wanted to make sure.
Do you know, did any of your deputies that were on scene or any
HPD?
Do you know if any of them that were on scene have called out sick, felt ill?
You'll have to talk to my Sergeant Hayes. He can tell you more.
Okay.
Yeah, he would know.
When you arrived on scene, where was Deputy Jacobs' body located at?
Well, it was at his home.
Okay.
And he had passed. His wife.
Was it a welfare check, or did she discover him?
She discovered him, yeah. And it's real sad. She's 7 months pregnant.
And I'm assuming she's still at the home.
Yeah.
Thank you for that information. That is going to be really good to know, actually.
Do you have her contact information?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I can get that to you.
Okay. Approximately how many officers were with you that night?
It was me, Sergeant Weiss, Sergeant Hayes, and we had our new forensic guy, Chad Kenyon.
He's fairly new. Is he still in his probationary period, or did he transfer? Promotion?
He's fairly new. He graduated. This is one of he's only been here a couple months.
Did he come from out of area?
Yeah. He came from
Okay, I'm gonna look at you since you're writing everything down. That might be a person of interest, bringing outside biomes into the area.
Sheriff Potter.
Yes, sir.
Did you just turn into Tim Walker for a second?
Sheriff Potter. His southern accent is really rubbing off on me.
He looks at your thing. Green. What's your position?
Project manager.
Agent Green.
Agent Green is fine. You may call me Agent Green.
Oh my God.
No. Hi, Sheriff Potter. Agent Green.
Hi.
FBI.
Nice to meet you.
So what we're dealing with has the potential to be a concern of national security. So we would appreciate that we have the lead on this case, and that you and your fellow officers and investigators relinquish any information that you have regarding this case to us.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because I have assigned Eric Hayes, our sergeant, to be with you as you do your investigations.
Respectfully, sir, this is a matter of national security. We will report any findings that concern your department with Hayes, but at this time we will be conducting this investigation alone.
Well, I must insist, as you know, you're in my backyard.
I understand that, Sheriff, but from a doctor's perspective, we cannot risk further exposure. We have the proper equipment and our precautions, and this could potentially expose your officers to something.
So, I'm in a level like Leo. This is Jess talking to you right now. This is of the utmost importance. I know that you want to be in the know, and trust me, you will be. But it's paramount that we are unhindered when we do this, because this is unknown territory and it is rapidly growing. And I wouldn't be approaching you in such a personal manner if I wasn't serious and insistent about this.
What's your guys' persuade?
70.
Let me look. 20.
Okay, and with your
Officer
70,
Potter?
with your
Or-
70,
Sheriff.
he goes,
Sheriff.
you know, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Let's keep you guys on the
And we'll inform you along the way.
every step of the way.
And anytime
You
something
have-
concerns
You have my contact
your-
information, Leo.
All right. I don't want to put any more officers at risk. We already lost one. You're right. All right. Well, yeah. Why don't you go talk to Hayes anyway? I'll keep him on the job, and he
Do you
would
know what you could do for us? Can you station an officer outside of the coroner's house to make sure that he does not leave?
Yes. Yeah. Sure.
He's
That's a
under
good
quarantine.
idea. If it's as serious as you guys say, then sure. Yeah.
And if he leaves the house, please inform your
I'll shoot him.
No. Inform your deputy to not come in contact. Don't get out of the vehicle. Don't do any of that. Just call us. That deputy cannot come into contact with the coroner.
All right.
That is imperative.
All right. We'll do. We'll do.
We appreciate your cooperation and teamwork on this to keep all the residents of Helena safe.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Thank you. Make sure you talk to Hayes about what Jacob was up to. He spoke to him.
Yeah, let's go talk to him next. Is he on the next shift? Like,
No, he's out there right now.
okay.
He's yeah. So he's out in the
Okay.
bullpen, as they say. So
This isn't a news reporting station.
I don't know.
He's checking the stocks. Stonks.
They don't call it a bullpen in the.
I don't think so.
They do in Hollywood anyway.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's
in the
go find
corral.
Hayes.
I got some calves in the corral.
Is that you, Dixie? Dixie Normus?
That's my stage handle. That's my stage for when I do drag. Apparently, the sheriff does drag.
Good for
I'm
him.
gonna get some calls. I'm gonna get pulled over, and he's gonna be like, "I heard what you said."
No, that was Potter.
Old Sheriff Potter pulling you over.
All right, let's go find
Classic.
Hayes.
Okay, so, all right, so you walk out there. He's just right in the office there. Yeah.
Deputy Hayes, may we have a minute with you?
Yeah, sure. What can I do for you?
Can we talk somewhere a little more private?
Okay, yeah. We have a room over here we can talk to. We can talk if you'd like.
All right, let's head over to that
So
room.
you guys are with the FBI, is that right?
We are with the FBI, and we're currently
Wow.
conducting an investigation into one of your former fellow officers, and we just have a couple questions to ask you. I'm going to let Agent Peterson question you here, though.
Hey there. So, yeah, I'm on this task force, so I'll be working with the FBI for a bit. So you were also on scene when Deputy Jacobs was discovered?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Okay. So you are going to be one of our contacts so that the county can stay in the know. Essentially what we have is an ongoing investigation into the matter of Deputy Jacobs' death and the means of his death. And right now we have a lot of abnormalities that are happening, but it's something that we need to keep very discreet. So of course we wanted Sheriff Potter to be in the know, and then you are also going to be one of our contacts, and I'm sure the undersheriff will probably be one of our contacts as well. But this is something that we have not encountered before, so discretion is paramount.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So we...
Listen, not to interrupt, but Jacobs was one of my friends. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know.
Are you
course.
feeling ill?
No, I'm feeling all right.
Would you mind if our physician checked you out?
Sure. Yeah, do a little, and then, yeah, and he's fine.
Okay.
Give him the spiel.
Yeah. Did you come into contact with him? Did
Mhm.
you? Yeah. All that good stuff.
Can you describe what you saw at the scene when you found his body?
Just nothing weird. He just collapsed. He was real sick, and when I went in there, and he was just laying there, and
Had
That's
he?
it.
Do you know if he had gone to Butte recently?
No, I don't think so.
Do you know how long he was sick before he died?
I don't know. I don't know. I think he got sick in like the last couple days, last 2-3 days. I wonder if it was that guy.
What guy?
Oh, yeah. He came in the other night and he reeked like puke, and he said somebody puked on him. So he was out in the. I got his video if you want.
That'd be great.
Yep.
Body cam footage and his car. If you want to take a look, I can show you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Also,
We all kind of laughed it off, though. We didn't really think it was anything serious. We just thought he was a drunk guy.
Do you happen to have his booking information if he was booked at all, or what's his name ran?
That's the weird thing. You're gonna have to watch the video. Something kind of weird happened there.
okay. Also, this would be a weird question. Do you have an electric outlet I can plug into really quick?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is this really the time for star people?
Maybe.
Have you been into contact with his wife at all? You said you were a friend, so I didn't know if you checked up on her.
Just the day we picked him up.
Do you know if she seemed ill?
I didn't really notice. No.
Any children in the home other than the one she was expecting?
No, this was their first child.
Sad.
It is sad. Bummer. So yeah, he was on patrol. He called in. He thought somebody was walking out in the rain. And then a couple minutes later, he reported in that all was well. But after he passed, I was going through some of his footage, and this is kind of weird. So, but here, yeah, we can pull it up. And he pulls up like a computer and pulls up like this video. Mm-hmm. And so what you see when you watch the video is there's a man without a coat, soaking wet, head to toe, walking in the rain. He's about 30s or 40s. He's wearing business attire. He looks pale and very ill. He walks. He's walking, but the cop pulls up. Jacobs pulls up, gets out. You can see on the footage, and he says to the man, "Hey, you all right, buddy? You got any ID on you?" And the man was like quiet and was just like looking at him, and he's like, okay, do you got a name for me? And the guy's like, no, I don't. What are you talking about? And he's just like, are you okay, buddy? Have you had anything to drink? And the man says, drink? And he just keeps asking him these regular questions, and the man just keeps going like, just confused. And so Jacobs, he goes and grabs this emergency blanket and he wraps him in it. And he's talking, and he walks the man back to his car to sit in the back seat and just leaves the door open while he talks to him. And so he's like, and then all of a sudden the man just like, blah, just pukes all over him, right? Just pure projectile puking all over him. And you see Jacob like, God damn it, And here, I'm gonna go ahead and call an ambulance, get you some help. And he reaches for his radio, and all of a sudden the man goes, stop. And then Jacob stops. And he says, the man sitting says, why don't you forget about all this and let it go? And Jacob's hand still here goes, gets really still and quiet. And then the man gets up and walks away. And after about 2 minutes, Jacob gets back in his car, and that's when he must have told dispatch that nothing was up.
So, Deputy Hayes, between your knowledge of people around in the community and my knowledge of people in the community, did the man in the suit look familiar? Could you have positively ID'd him, if at all?
No, but We don't know who he is. We thought it was kind of weird once we watched this, but you know what they have nowadays though is that we have a clear image of this guy's face. Might be able to send this off to Quantico if you guys want.
Yeah, we need to do some facial recognition and see if we can get a hit.
Yeah, that's, you know.
Is that something you can do? You have access to
Yeah.
military programs?
Yeah, I can definitely.
Okay. And you know, it'd probably take about a day. You can get it tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Where was this? Where was this call taken at?
Where was the
I viewed it as a last chance gulch. Like that's where I was
Yeah.
watching this happen in my
Yeah.
head.
I viewed it like
Down by like the gold bar.
no northbound, like side of the highway, like coming in from Butte.
Yeah, so I don't know. You guys make up a place that it could be.
I like saw this guy like stumbling downtown
Yeah.
on Last Chance Gulch in the rain.
Yeah, like walking over the
Well, then county wouldn't have been called.
Well, I don't think he was called. He was just driving past and saw us.
Yeah, he was
true.
on patrol and saw this guy walking around in the rain without a coat on and stumbling around and stuff. So, yeah.
Interesting.
We
Okay.
need to find that guy.
In the meantime, I think we need to quarantine Jacob's house too.
We need to go talk to her first. Talk to his wife. See if she has any symptoms.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, do you guys want to do this tonight? It's about, I don't know. I'm gonna say it's like 6, 7.
Kevin, I want to go home and bang my wife.
Oh, okay. All right.
Can we role play it?
Let's role play it. Go take these microphones to the bedroom.
Here's my concern. I feel like we need to do this one last thing before the end of the day, because if she goes out between the time that we stop and get to the house, she could potentially expose other people. So if she needs to quarantine, we need to lock her down now.
Okay.
And then we can be done for the day.
Let's get Hayes to give us the red and blues, the cherries and berries all the way to the
Whoop whoop.
Yep, to the house. And
Okay. And if she's in any state of crisis, I am trained to de-escalate. So
With a bullet.
do I look like Vanessa Michelson?
My gun only cocks in one volume.
Put that on a fucking shirt.
It was epic. Admit it.
yeah, so I think we'll try it. Yeah. I mean, this is the last lead we have. I guess we're kind of done after this. So
Unless y'all want to go to Butte.
we all know that there is shit growing in the Berkeley pit. Like that is not a surprise. That is public information.
All right. So you guys make your way to
Making our way downtown.
Jacob's house. Deputy Jacob's house.
Hello, this is Casilda.
His widow now is named Christina.
Do I know her?
Hazmat suits. Before we go.
Yeah.
Hazmat suits.
Okay. Hazmat suits. All right. So you don some hazmat suits.
Okay. This is going to be jarring for a woman that's 7 months pregnant. Should we call in advance and let her know that we're coming?
I'm sure she's been,
That's just going to give her more anxiety until we show up.
well, and I'm sure she's had to talk to a lot of officials so far.
All right. I ain't catching no baby tonight.
All right. So you get those hazmat suits on, then you make your way over to her house. And who knocks on the door?
I will.
Okay. And
Let me be the man. I know you're the doctor, but let me be the man.
so you open or she comes to the door.
Wait. You open the door? I'm kidding.
I like how you're going to
got
put
it.
your wife in.
I got it. I'll knock on the door.
Hold her in front of you.
Yeah. Meat
All right.
shield.
She opens the door And you see Christina Jacobs. Jacob.
It's weirder without the S.
Jacobs. And she says, how can I help you?
Hi, Miss Jacob. Mrs. Jacob. We're with the FBI.
Okay, why are you in suits?
Is there a roll I can make to, like, discern her anxiety level?
Human?
Like, would that be like a human to see if, like, she's uber stressed, like, ready to, you know, like, claw my face off like a zombie?
Sure. Yeah, make a human.
Okay. 58 and a fail. 58 over 51.
Check him out.
You don't notice whether or not she's
Distressed.
She looks like she's been crying. However, what you do notice is she is very much not 7 months pregnant anymore. Fade to black, and we'll find out what happens on the next episode.